The Golden Knights are back at home. VGK to meet the Vancouver Canucks at the Fortress tonight. Our preview comes your way next right here on Locked On Golden Knights.
You're Locked On Golden Knights, your daily podcast on the Vegas Golden Knights, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Well, hi again, everyone. Tony Cardasco and Chris Golick from Las Vegas. Thanks for making us your first listen every day. You could find us wherever you get your podcast. And please subscribe to our Locked On Golden Knights YouTube channel. We are brought to you today by FanDuel. FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook. So if I look a little bit overdressed for this show, I am coming to you today from the South Point Hotel Casino, and I'm broadcasting some Division II men's and women's games all day. You could catch me on Flow Sports, a little promo there. Hey, how about those UNLV football Rebels there, Mr. Chris Golick?
Speaking of promos.
Is that a good promo?
It's a good promo. It's a good cherry on top of a fun season. And I love the video you posted of the advanced coaching on the special teams when they read that their opponent was overcommitting on the block. And then that was pretty cool, actually. I dug that. That was fun.
So you know what's crazy is they practiced that. I've seen that play practiced dozens of times, except the punter out there at the Rebel Park, he doesn't he'll just throw it like a little jump pass or just.
That was a shovel pass, like a two-handed basketball pass.
Yes, exactly. It was ready for the good old-fashioned set shot. Yes, terrific season for UNLV football. Let's get back to hockey. Vancouver will play the tail end of a back-to-back rigged here in Las Vegas tonight. A tough overtime loss last night for the Canucks in Salt Lake City, 3-2 on the Mikhail Sergachev goal, and it happened with just 12 seconds remaining in regulation. Mr. Golick, the Canucks blowing a 2-0 lead, while Vancouver had a road game last night. VGK has not played since Sunday's win against Minnesota. Let's get to the goaltending matchup first. So Thatcher Demko was in the cage last night in Salt Lake City. So this means VGK will be facing Arturs Silovs, right? Did I say his name correctly?
Silovs.
Okay, Silovs. Aiden Hill will be looking to rebound off of the poor performance in Edmonton on Saturday.
So I see Vancouver also has Kevin Lankin, and I'm not sure what's going on with the goalies. I honestly haven't paid too closely of attention there. If it's Silovs has gone 7 games, 1-4-1, 4-11 goals against. Like I said, I'm not sure what the situation with Lankinen is. I know Silovs and Demko both had injury issues. Lankinen's played 21 games, and he's 14-4-3 and a 2.52. So hopefully it's Silovs, Tony. Hopefully it's Silovs. Vancouver, I mean, this is a team, right, that they came out of nowhere to crush the Pacific last year. Real tough out every time the Golden Knights played them. And this season, I don't know, they're 16-9-6, right? They got 38 points. I don't look at that as anything amazing, but the Golden Knights are having a pretty good year, and they're only 5 points ahead of the Vancouver Canucks. So I don't know if this is more of a sophomore slump for Vancouver, if the Vegas Golden Knights are playing that good, or if it's a combination of both, which is likely what's happening there. But again, big 4-point division game where the Golden Knights are the benefactors of a team playing a back-to-back. And Tony, the Anaheim Ducks are in town on Monday, by the way.
Yeah, can't wait. Another terrific game.
They play on Sunday night also, Tony.
Yeah, of course. Rigged City. Still no sign of Ivan Barbashev on the ice yesterday for the Vegas Golden Knights, so we are doubting that he will be playing tonight.
Yeah, week Christmas. American Christmas. That's where we're going to put things right there. We'll see how Pavel Dorofeev does stepping up right there.
Sorry, man. I actually have my Starbucks here. I'm set, bro. I'm in the locker room, actually. So, nice echo, good acoustics, maybe. Hopefully.
It's decent. Every now and then the air
better than you. There's no fog rolling in. The VGK, by the way, has also banned Teddy Bluger's mom, so she's still visiting the U.S. She can't play in the 50-50 deal in that route.
How is that possible? How can the mom win a 50-50?
She should be eliminated. You should not be allowed to enter, right? I would think so.
Yeah, I wonder what the rules state. I should go dig those up.
Talk about this Vancouver team, they are in a little bit of a state of flux. I don't know if you've been following Elias Pettersson and all those rumors that are swirling around, but Elliot Friedman last week, he proposed the Dylan Cousins and Bowen Byron for Pettersson trade with Buffalo. And I looked at Pettersson. They're saying he's having a really bad year. He's got 8 goals, 18 assists, and 26 points so far. What constitutes a bad year in the NHL?
I mean, geez. So I pissed off 31.5 fan bases when I suggested Vegas got mad too because I suggested trading Jonathan Marchessault, which now they should be they should be happy I said that. No, I suggested coming into the Stanley Cup season, maybe, or no, coming out of the Stanley Cup season, I suggested the Golden Knights should pursue Elias Pettersson, some package with Marchessault and draft picks and whatever it may have you, because Pettersson at the time was in an RFA situation in Vancouver. And I think he just finally got his bag, so to speak. So I think he's locked down there for a while. I mean, we're talking about a player who last season, 89 points, 82 games, 102 points the season before that. So Pettersson is doing just fine. He's 8-18, like you said, 26. So he's a little bit below his pace, but we're talking about a Canucks team that's not doing bad. And I mean, geez, I don't know. Buffalo Sabres, Buffalo will do Buffalo things. They'll do something dumb, and that doesn't make sense. Even if that means trading for Elias Pettersson, they'll do something dumb that doesn't make sense. But Vancouver, I can't see them shedding Pettersson. That makes no sense.
Well, here's a guy that, remember, he was traded, I think, to Carolina, right, last year. But then, they had the trade, I guess, but Pettersson, where are they going to send him to Carolina? Then he signs an extension. It was something like that, and
there was some light rumors swirling, but he was an RFA. He was one of those strange RFA situations where I think you got to be like 28 years old or something. There's different classes. I don't know the specifics, and I'm not a capologist by any means. I don't play one on TV, but he was in a different circumstance with his RFA stuff. So Vancouver was not letting him go come hell or high water at the time.
Jake DeBrusk, an NHL high 11 goals since November 23rd. And I believe that was around, or maybe was even American Thanksgiving.
There you go. I don't want to reference that so much.
I don't know. Just
for talk about Vancouver here. Quinn Hughes, Norris candidate, not Noah Hannafin. Quinn Hughes, Norris candidates, 37 points in 31 games. Elias Pettersson, 26 and 31. Connor Garland always is finding ways to affect the outcomes of the game. 25 and 31. DeBrusk, Boston DeBrusk, right? 23-31. So JT Miller still there. Brock Besser. And then Kiefer Sherwood lighting the world on fire as of late.
Had a hat trick, right? The other night.
Yeah, and Teddy Blueger, 14 points, 31 games. I feel like that's a little bit of an overachieve based on what he's normally done. So good for Blueger, I guess, to be finding his way with Vancouver.
Can we get another video for him, tribute, maybe tonight?
Maybe. Why not? I don't know.
Why not?
Yuri Patera around? He's in their AHL organization, so maybe he'll get one. I'm curious about. So let's look at Blueger's. Let's see here. Blueger career high is 28 points. He's done that twice. Once with Pittsburgh, and then Vancouver last season. 68 games last season. Played 31 already. So if things keep going this way, like they are for Blueger, he's going to wind up setting a career high in points. Good for him. Good for him to, I think he was basically a fourth line kind of clog for the Golden Knights in the playoffs when a couple injuries happened, and nice to see him getting regular minutes and excelling with Vancouver.
Coming up next, Nick Waugh missed a second day of practice yesterday. 2 days of maintenance. What's up?
We can end the segment now because that's all we got, Tony. We can go right to the third segment now. There's no information. That's it.
We'll make something up when we return right here on. Come on. We're not a news gathering organization. Right here on Locked On Golden Knights. Get ready to tackle the NFL action with FanDuel. It is America's #1 sportsbook because right now, folks, new customers can bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win. The FanDuel Sportsbook app, it gives you everything you need to place live bets on the NFL, and it's all in one place. So when you get a hunch in the middle of a game, you can check out the latest stats. You can view all the play-by-play and so much more on the same page where you place your bets. Just visit FanDuel.com, join today. You'll get started with $150 in bonus bets if you win your first $5 bet. That's FanDuel.com. Never waste a hunch and make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the National Football League. Back on this edition of Locked On Golden Knights, Tony Cardasco on assignment with Chris Golick. I think Chris Jr. might be joining here in the scrum. Can we call it a scrum? But it's not that time yet. Aren't we doing we need to do a second segment. Allie.
Talk about. So this is our kitten. This is Ashley.
Wow, Ashley's beautiful. Oh, she's pretty. Yeah.
She's cute.
That's really cool.
I know what we're going to talk about, so I'm just going to talk about the cat.
Okay. So
we got her. Okay, we'll plug for Hearts Alive Village. Very great place to get animals from. They take you can leave her on the shoulder. I don't care.
Allie,
so yeah, shout out to Hearts Alive for being our favorite place now in town to rescue kitty cats from, and it was a nice process. Cool. And there we go.
Oh, that's really nice. Do you know the last time UNLV won a bowl game was in 2000, and guess who was broadcasting that game?
You? Wow.
Of course. Yeah. Way back machine. We don't have to go back very far to figure out that Nick Waugh, for a second day in a row, did not skate. Cassidy says 2 days ago it was a maintenance day, but nothing reported yesterday. Nothing was reported. So where are we at with Nick Waugh?
This is our hamster, Bella, by the way.
Wait, you have to hold that up. Hold that up a little higher, bro.
There you go.
She's in that's there. Cool. Yeah.
She's in there.
All righty.
I have no information for this segment because we don't have any details.
Do you use that as a bowling ball too? Like,
I do not use the hamster as a bowling ball. Stop it, Tony. All right. Well,
okay.
Since it's an animal house and you have to hold Bella for a second. So listen, Nick Waugh, this is weird, right? Maintenance day yesterday. No one thinks anything of it. Okay, fine, whatever. The Golden Knights. This is like Root Beer Tapper right now.
Show and tell day right here on Locked On Golden Knights.
No, but one animal leaves, one animal comes, and she can't keep them both out. This is great.
What other pets do you have there?
We have 3 cats now and a hamster, some termites, and some ants. No, I'm kidding. We don't have ants. We don't termites.
No termites.
No termites. Okay. So Nick Waugh, let's get down to it here for a second. Nick Waugh, maintenance day yesterday, or what day is it? Thursday.
2 days ago.
Maintenance day on Tuesday. No one thinks anything of it. This happens all the time. Okay, cool. Looking how the Golden Knights practiced, they didn't even have anyone on the 4th line left wing. You got Animal too. Alex, your Starbucks. No one even practices on the 4th line left wing. So fine, whatever. You got Schwint and Holtz out there on the 4th line. When there's a fill-in situation, you usually just assume someone's going to come in the next day. Everything's going to be fine. No big deal.
Wait, Schwint's still on the team?
Yesterday.
Is Schwint still on the team?
Schwint's still on the team, Tony.
Okay.
He's in a healthy scratch. So Schwint centers the 4th line with Holtz. Kolesar goes up to the 3rd line with Hurdle and Pearson. Okay. So now Nick Waugh is nowhere to be seen in yesterday's practice. Okay, so let's see what Coach Cassidy has to say. If I had a cricket sound effect, I'd play it right now because that's what he said about it. The press conference started, I thought they referenced a little something maybe, but then the press conference didn't start with a question. It started with Cassidy almost mid statements.
Right. And we don't even know what that question was that he was answering.
Well, they never, for whatever reason, they never give the media microphones in the practice press. I don't know why. I think it'd be interesting to know what the actual questions were, but that's just one person's opinion.
Do you think there were any about Waugh? Do you think there were any about?
There were what VGK showed. There were no questions. Whether the first question was an update and VGK chose not to disclose that, we don't know.
State run,
100% state run. And you know what? If they feel that not telling the Vancouver Canucks if Nick Waugh has an issue or not, if that gives them a competitive advantage over a team coming in off a back-to-back, if the Golden Knights 4th line center isn't playing, I mean, geez, I don't know. So I texted a couple people. I got nothing as well. And I went on Twitter looking for other sources. I got nothing. So the concern now is if the Golden Knights are without Nick Waugh, Number one, here's part two of all this. It's a ramble right now, but that's fine. Silver Knights played last night. All of the players, and they're in Bakersfield, so quick plane ride, quick plane ride east, right, Tony, down there, over there. So Golden Knights played yesterday, last night, Wednesday night in California, and all the regulars who would be called up played. Kalberg, Jonas Rondbjerg, Brisson, Denisenko. All those 4 players have basically been up at the Golden Knights. So you wonder who this fourth line fill-in is going to be today. And I'll tell you right now, the line of Schwint, Holtz, and fill in the blank, the Golden Knights are going to rotate 3.5 lines tonight. That fourth line, whoever it is, if Nick Waugh is out, this fourth line is going to be, 6-player. It's going to get 6.5 minutes, and the Golden Knights are going to win this game with 3 lines, hopefully. But it'd be nice to know, like, this is something that, whether it was asked or not, I'm not going to say anything about the local media because it might have been asked. We don't know. But the fact that nothing was even mentioned, anyone locally, like, I don't know what we're doing here. Like, I don't understand.
So Waugh has been a staple on this team because you can move him around to different positions, right? And 6 and 7 assists, 13 points. And he scored that big goal against Dallas a little over a week ago, playing manageable minutes, like 12 to 13 minutes per game. But again, did not see anything during the game against Minnesota. And so hopefully he's okay, because now if you have Barbashev and Waugh out, and then that could be the start of something here with VGK based on their historical record.
It's the middle third of the season. Middle third of the season, things have gone sour for the last 2 seasons. One of those seasons they won the Stanley Cup, so pump the brakes. This is not doom and gloom. But the middle third of the season has been a struggle, mainly due to injuries, and the wheels kind of come off from there. You take a few players away from any team, and it gets tough, whether it's top-line players or your middle 6 or your bottom 6. It doesn't matter. You start taking pieces out of the lineup, it makes things difficult. If the Golden Knights tonight are going without Nick Waugh, we know Barbashev is out. Let's just rule him out right now, make it easy. If Nick Waugh is not going to play, the trickle down, the domino effect is more minutes now for lines 1, 2, and 3, which, okay, fine, great. More Jack Eichel, that's good. Okay, fine, relax, everybody. More Jack Eichel, more Mark Stone, more Tomas Hertl, more William Karlsson. Yeah, that sounds wonderful in theory, but when you do that today, when you do that Saturday, when you do that Monday, when you do that after the Christmas break and everything, it adds up, and that's when the domino effect of greater injury risk could possibly happen. And who knows, maybe Nick Waugh, maybe this was just a 2 maintenance day thing, maybe 1 maintenance day, 1 personal day. Maybe he had to go take care of something. Who knows what it is? Maybe he's fine. Maybe this is a blown segment. If that's the case, fine, whatever. But and you hope he's
usually
okay
on the right path. I would have to say we're pretty. Our spidey senses are telling us.
But we're also guessing right now, too, to be fair.
Spidey senses are telling us there's more to it, right?
Oh, of course. It's, listen, this could be, he can go from a maintenance day to being an LTIR an hour from now. I mean, geez, that's the reality, too.
Okay. One player that's coming back just in time to be traded away is Ben Hutton.
You are all over poor Ben Hutton. I think a Vegas defenseman is on the move, but I don't think it's Ben Hutton. I don't think Ben Hutton brings enough return. I think Ben Hutton will be someone looked to for the Vegas Golden Knights when and if and when a defenseman does get traded, which I think does happen sometime between the end of the 4 nations and the trade deadline, as long as the health is there. That's their position of strength right now. And, you have to wonder why Brendan Brasson's not getting on the ice.
Oh,
right
boy,
now.
Here we go again.
Because, well, no, here we go again, but
no, because it makes no sense that he's not getting that opportunity. That's
right.
it.
But the Golden Knights, are they not they're not even showcasing him?
No.
Why?
They just want his contract to run out and then.
No, I think they see a path for Brisson, whether that's with the Golden Knights or in a trade piece
or Tahoe at this pace. Did you see the Gersten fight? Oh my goodness!
Yeah, he got a couple. He landed a couple good ones last night.
At the end of the
5-1 losing effort, Tony.
Yeah, but he won that fight at the end. He decked that guy.
No, he got one at the end. Definitely, you saw him checking his hand going to the.
Because they kept punching each other's helmets.
Oh, that's
the
dumb.
Stupidest thing.
not to keep dumping on Henderson, but it's kind of hard not to. But like even the social medias get boring. Is just down in the dumps right now. Come on, get loud for the third period. There's like 6 people that you're tweeting this out right now. Like, I mean, and I get it, it's tough. Like it's okay, us, them, and the them score is always a lot higher than the us. So how exciting can it be? But man, you got to find some creativity here. Got to get some creativity.
Okay,
I mean,
let's take a break. It's time for that. We got an abbreviated edition today. Hopefully,
let's get this over with in about 6 minutes.
Yeah, I've got 3. That's 3 games. I've got 3 games to broadcast today. Division II basketball.
You're number 1.
Top 25 teams. So that's going to be a blast. Coming up next, it is time for our locks of the night and our predictions for tonight's game, VGK versus the Canucks. Back with more right after this on Locked On Golden Knights. PrizePicks, it's the best place to get real money sports action with over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings. PrizePicks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. Run your game all season long on PrizePicks. And PrizePicks, the best way to get into the action in sports, as there's now 30 states that you could find PrizePicks in. And that includes California, Florida, Georgia, and Texas. And it's the only real money daily fantasy platform with an injury insurance policy so that your lineups will stay in play even if one of your players gets injured. If your player leaves in the first half and does not return, then PrizePicks will keep your lineup alive. It invented the flex play. They've got that. It means you can still cash out. Even if your lineup isn't perfect, you can double your money even if one of your picks does not hit. And then, of course, PrizePicks, we've told you about this a lot, but it's so important because PrizePicks puts its members first. And all of the withdrawals are fast, they're safe, and secure. And when your picks hit, you can get your money in as quickly as 15 minutes. So sign up today. You'll get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It is guaranteed. PrizePicks, the best way to win real money. Make sure that you put in your picks. It takes only less than 60 seconds, and you can turn your sports opinions into real money all season long on PrizePicks. Again, download the app today. Use that promo code LOCKEDONNHL, and you will get $50 instantly when you play $5. Back on this edition of Locked On Golden Knights, Tony Cardasco on location today, and Chris Golick and Chris Jr. Whoa!
We had Allie, we had Chris, we had the hamster, we had the new kitten. It's a full house today.
It's a family affair. Okay, it is time for our lock of the night and our predictions, and I'm going to let little Chris go first. Little Chris, Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
He rolls his eyes.
You're the 10th one that's made that joke.
Okay. All right. Well, I've never said I've been like an innovator on Christmas jokes. So, do you have any good dad jokes for us? No? Okay. Go ahead. Go with your picks, bro.
Well, I think Vancouver losing in Utah yesterday is going to be a big factor. I didn't like the way we played in Edmonton. I thought the Minnesota game was okay. So I think it's going to be a pretty even game, back and forth. Let's go 4-3 Vegas in a 5-round shootout.
Hey, I wanted to ask you, has your dad used the hamster, like that little round thing, as a bowling ball? Has he taken that bowling at all? No?
It's not heavy enough easily.
Oh, okay.
What 2 players, Chris?
Oh, yeah, Chris. This is your show, bro.
Hurry up.
Let's go Petro and Hannafin.
Okay. He's two factor. Okay, I'm going to go with my locks of the night. I'm going to go, of course, against the grain, as always. I'm going to go with the Canucks 4-3, and I have McNabb and Dorofeev. McNabb and Dorofeev for the W, and Teddy Bluger's mom gets shut out in the 50-50 drawing.
How many times have you? I got to go back and check the records. You've been against, like, I don't care. I think it's funny, but like people are pointing out that you're always against Vegas. I feel like you've been against Vegas for like December.
Probably the month of December.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
Yeah. My Christmas
I
joke
think-
didn't go over very well with the little guy. Yeah.
I think he's getting old and cocky. What can you
Well,
say?
he's tough to please, man.
He
Yeah.
is. Low scoring game. I think VGK being off a couple days is going to help. We talked, I think it was yesterday's show, about additional practice, how things have gone better for the Golden Knights. Cassidy, they talked about gap control.
Gap
One
control,
thing
yeah.
they worked on, so Vancouver should hopefully have less space to operate coming off of back-to-back. It should be a good spot. I don't see Vegas scoring a lot because of the Barbashev situation, but I'm going to go 3-1 Vegas and Pearson and Dorofeev.
You got Doro too. Okay. Don't forget, tomorrow is WTF with the Fridays, Saturdays. Sometimes it's the Chris times Chris Jr. show. We need that comedy on Saturday morning. So fire it up here, please, pretty soon.
Christmas break coming. We'll probably do like a random show on a Tuesday or something too. I don't know.
That'd be great. We appreciate everyone tuning. We need some ratings, bro. We appreciate everyone tuning in. Thank you so much. Of course, especially our everydayers tuning in around the world. And for my man, Chris Golick, I am Tony Cardasco. I might be back here tomorrow because I have more games. I don't know what time.
Okay.
Again, I'm Tony Cardasco for Chris Golick. We'll see you tomorrow right here on Lockdown Golden Knights. And please take care.